Hello and welcome to my craft room. I have got an exciting little box to open today. It's Makers Flock Day. So the Makers is a company based in the UK and they're all about felting, needle felting, wool felting. The founder, Steffi, she designs all of the kits and things herself. Everything that's in the shop is really good quality supplies and tools, and they're all things that she uses herself. She's a lovely lady. She's inspired by nature. They're very eco-friendly. I just love everything about this company, and I'm very happy to recommend them. They do sell to all parts of the world. Obviously postage costs more, but it gets cheaper if you have a subscription. My good friend Christine of Create and Craft with Christine over in Australia has just started a subscription. She was very pleasantly surprised at how reasonable it was to have a year's subscription to the Makers box. Now there are two subscriptions. There's the main Makers, it's the Makers Flock box that Christine has gone for, same one I've got here. So there's the main Makers box where you make a big item every month. I mean big, like, you know, a sizable piece every month. Usually 3D. I think it's occasionally 2D, but I haven't seen one yet. And then there's the Makers Flock box, which is the one that I've got. And that's just, well, it's little tasters and samples of things, but actually it's always enough to make a project with. And it's not all about what you get in the box. You also get free tutorials, you get discounts and special offers and things. There's the Flock members private Facebook group, and there's a Flock gathering every month. I managed to miss it again this month. I was all set to watch it and then last minute something happened and I just couldn't. But they always put it up afterwards, and it's all about how to use what was in this month's box, as well as a nice sort of lively chat and catch up. So they're always a lot of fun. First, let's stop waffling on and have a look at what's in the box a minute. I just want to quickly show you, I've got here last month's box. So this is what I've still got left. This is what I've made already. How cute is he? So I used a little bit of white core wool for the inside. Other than that, I've used what was in the box. Last month's box was all about curls and fur, and in the Flock gathering kind of tutorial, it starts off kind of a catch up and then Steffi does more of a tutorial at the end, and it was all about how to apply curls to a base, how to create your own curls using straight wool tops. Two different ways of creating curls, one of which I'd never heard of before and I'm definitely going to try. And also how to kind of plant fur to create spikes on a hedgehog or fur on an animal. So I'm going to do another hedgehog now. I saved the rest of this because I knew I'd want to have another go after seeing the tutorial. But this was what I did straight away because I couldn't wait. So I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with my little hedgehog guy. Now this was done using one of the free tutorials that you get in the Makers Flock membership corner, special corner on the website. I will link to the website below and you can check it out for yourself. So that's what I've already made, and this is what I've got left. There was this kind of curly top wool which I haven't used yet, but Steffi did show how to make that in the monthly tutorial thingy. And then there's still this. Now you can see, so it says try me, but you can see it's a sizable amount that you get. These are beautiful, smooth, soft wool tops. So we've got that kind of pale grey colour and the black. And another thing that Steffi showed was different ways of mixing wool to make like a variegated wool to get a realistic kind of fur or spike effect. So in a minute, when I finish filming this, I'm going to have a go at another hedgehog little friend for this guy using some of the methods that Steffi showed during the Flock gathering. So that's all there ready for me to do in a minute. And now it's time to get into the new box. I've managed, normally you know what's going to be in the boxes. They don't hide it. You can see it on the website what this month's box is. And I heard Steffi say once on a video that she doesn't like surprises herself. It's not, you know, they do an opening at the beginning of the month, an opening of the box showing what's in there and going through the supplies and what they're for and everything, and then at the end of the month you get the Flock gathering. As soon as the boxes go out, if you go into the members corner, you can get that month's free tutorials as well. Oh, itching my nose. I will link to their not the secret Facebook group, but I will link to their website and I will link to their YouTube channel as well, because there's lots of free tutorials you can have a look at on there. And you'll see Steffi, she's just such a lovely lady. Anyway, let's stop the waffle and get into this box. How long have we going on for already? Even their packaging is all very environmentally friendly. The only plastic you get is like this, which the wool comes in, which you need to keep the wool in good condition, so that's fine. And these are reusable plastic bags, which, you know, rather than single use, so I can live with those. And I've stored all my wool and scrap fabrics in them and all sorts of things. Okay, let's go in, shall we? Like I say, it's not all about what's in the box. There are lots of peripheral benefits. Now that is the make for this month. That's the May coming up. Main makers box. Live streams. So unboxing May's boxes, unboxing June's boxes. It's nice that they're talking about the Jacob Sheep small kit there. The kits are fantastic, the instructions are brilliant, and they all come with a little mini felting mat, eco-friendly compostable felting mat, not one of those nasty little foam things. So yeah, if you buy one of these, if you buy one of their little kits as you know, for yourself or as a gift, if you've got nothing else, the needles, everything you need to make that item will be in that. I'm intrigued by this little mole with the cupcakes. Oh, the summer retreat, look at that. I think I did a camper van last year. Cat portrait in a frame. Oh, I might have to, this is one, I've been looking for this one to come up. This is like an online thing. I'm a bit tempted to have a look at that, see how much that one is. Let's go in here. Please, I'm hiding it from myself already. Oh, this looks exciting. So every month you get one of these sheep swatches, like a little sample of some kind of wool. They tell you what it is. Golden yellow New Zealand merino. Beautiful sunflower yellow, that, isn't it? So I've got a whole little flock of these going on already. And in your first kit, you get a bigger box for your first month. You get, amongst other things, you get a ring to collect your little flock of sheep on. So mine's filling up nicely now. And I'm just going, at the moment I'm keeping them as samples, but obviously it's enough to do something with. But it's nice if I can build up some samples. It's nice for me to, you know, if I wanted to order some, I've got an idea of what I'm ordering. And then we've got this, not an awful lot in the way of different wools, but there's some other interesting things here. So this is bats. So bats is where you can see the fibres kind of all in different directions. It's it felts quicker, this stuff. You tend to use it more for the centres, and then you do a top coat of tops over the top. Tops are where you've got all the fibres lying smoothly in one direction. You can see the difference very much there between those two. So what else is this? The thing will tell me in a minute, but I'm intrigued to have a look. Oh, these look like printed wings. And then I've got wire, and I've got some acetate wings. What are we making? And it's such a good way to get a little taster, just to put your toe in the water, you know, especially when you're new to it all like me. Every one of the kits and things that I've had, I've learnt something with every single one, which of course you can then take on, you know, to use in the future. So this is, the wings are printed on like a fine, very fine gauze sort of fabric. What are these for? Exciting. Okay, didn't even mention, did I, that this is the May box. So this is the May box. That will be that little bear cub will be the May makers box. So that's the main box, and this is the May makers flock box. So this time, last time it was curls and fur, this time it's bugs and bees. This is telling me when the makers flock gathering will be, 30th of May. Oh, bees, we're making bees. Oh, what? Ooh, goose pimples of excitement just came out. Oh, how exciting. I love bees. And we're just starting to see them around, of course. It's just, summer's only just beginning to happen here. And even then, it's still, you know, it's on the edge. You always get a note from Steffi. You expect by May to have bees and bugs buzzing around the garden. But by the start of the year in the UK, but the start of the year in the UK has been so cold. Exactly what I was just saying. We may just have to make our own bugs and bees for now. The past years, many of us have changed our attitude to seeing bees and wasps and recognise them as essential pollinators. Yeah, I love how inspired Steffi is by nature, and I love how, you know, they do special events and kits and things for cat rescue, for RSPB, the Bird Protection Society. I just love everything they stand for, really. And Steffi is so infectious. That sounds awful. It sounds like she's got a cold or something. her enthusiasm for this craft is so infectious, and she has such a passion for sharing it with and making it accessible to all of us. And it is, you know, it's a little bit daunting. You think, oh, that's going to be tricky, but actually once you get in there, felting feels very second nature to me anyway. I don't think you can really, it's very forgiving. I would say you can't go wrong. It's very forgiving. If you do go wrong, you can put it right easy enough. And each one is going to turn, each piece, even if you're following a tutorial, is going to turn out very different. You know, no two are going to be the same. The most challenging part is often how to make the wings, and that's what we're really focusing on. I will be showing you how to use ready-made wings, make your own from Angelina fibre, and also how to needle felt them from water-soluble paper. By the end of the month, you will be all winged out. In the meantime, let's hope for warmer weather so we can ditch some layers and get tanked up on vitamin D from Steffi. This is the Try Me products. So we've got acetate wings, so that's these. It's very generous. I've got 2 sheets of these acetate wings, different sizes, aren't they? White organza wings, black, that's what we've already looked at, black wire, dark brown Portuguese merino. Now the water-soluble paper, I've already got some because it's good for all sorts of things. I already bought some at an earlier date, so that's good. Don't know if I've got Angelina fibre. I might have to get hold of some of that. What I'll do is I'll watch the tutorial, and if I fancy having a go, I'll do it. I've certainly got enough here to keep me busy. Oh, that is so exciting. So Flock member login and access your exclusive PDFs and free tutorials each month. Another one of the perks of the Makers Flock Club is this Subs Club collection. So you get 20% off selected items, and the range of items changes each month. So this month it is Angelina fibre, sari silk, man-made sparkly stuff, Raimi, which I haven't tried Raimi, I don't even know what it is, and water-soluble paper. Well, I've already got some of the water-soluble paper. I'm going to have a little peek at the other stuff, aren't I? So 20% off those items. What time is it? I haven't been too long. Let's have a quick look now. Let's have a look at the tutorials. This is the subscriptions page. There's the bear cub. There's the bear cub for this month's Makers Flock. Here's the Makers Flock membership. So main Makers box, Makers Flock membership. Here's the Flock members corner, and this is where you find your free tutorials. And look at that, just look at that. I'm so excited about this. So I've got I've got the bees with hive here, so it's like a hanging hive, beehive with lots of little tiny bees suspended from it. That is wonderful. I love that. And then there's this simple bee here. He's really cute. And then there's also a butterfly and a ladybug. Suffice to say, I am very excited to get into this kit. I love bees, I love butterflies, I love ladybirds. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this month's supplies, samples, and free tutorials. Can't wait to get into that. First of all, I'm going to make a little friend for Curly there, and then I'm going to get into my bees. Absolutely perfect. What a lovely box. I will be back soon and give you a little glimpse at some bee making and show you how I got on with Spike. I won't kind of do the tutorials as such because they're not mine to share, but what I usually do is just a few little glimpses of what I've been doing and anything of my own that I create made from the supplies. I've also got one of the kits that I bought at the Stitch Festival just recently. I got the jointed bear, and I cannot wait to get started on him. So I think the great thing about having the kits is that, well, for a start, everything you need is in there, which is great. The instructions are fantastic, and you learn, and they're such lovely materials that they work really nicely. If you're experienced, that's great. If you're a beginner, it's still good to work with good materials. It gives you a better fighting chance of producing something and enjoying the process. But with each kit that I've had, I've learnt something, and then of course you can take that forward and create your own little creatures and things. One thing I really want to get into is doing people, dolls and things using felting, and I'm also really enjoying doing kind of 2D, but my 2D with felting gets a bit three-dimensional, and then stitching into it and adding beads and stuff like that, just combining so many of the things that I love. So yeah, really enjoying this, as you can tell. Okay, I've kind of lost my thread and wandered off and gone all wrong, and I hope this is all going to make sense in the end. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.